Hello, my name is Mike Ward and I'm the Global Director of Content at Informa Pharma Intelligence. We're here in Cologne at the Bio Europe meeting and I'm joined by Ruediger Jankowsky, who is the Managing Director of Cinfa Biotech, which is a subsidiary of a Spanish pharmaceutical company called Informa. Cinfa Biotech is focused in the biosimilars field. So Ruediger, thank you very much for joining us. So the company was established 3 years ago. What actually triggered the creation of this business?
Informa has a first subsidiary which is called Laboratorio Cinfa. They are the market leader in the Spanish retail pharmacy markets. So they are active in the generics and OTC business amongst others. And a couple of years ago, the parent company Informa has made the decision to enter also the biosimilars field to expand the product portfolio.
Right, now quite a few of the people who have sort of made that shift and gone into biosimilars had a sort of a grounding in sort of biologics manufacturing in the first place. How did Cinfa acquire the expertise required to make biosimilars?
We have built up, and we are still building up, a team of experts in the biosimilar field, which is including technical development, which is including clinical development. We have acquired regulatory expertise, and we are preparing for the market in terms of commercialization, expertise and knowledge. So thereby we could create a team which is very strong and experienced in the development, later manufacturing and the commercialization of biosimilars.
Right, and some of the other people who are again in this space, they start their business, or they kickstarted their business by being contract manufacturers for other people who wanted biologics or biosimilars. Is that what's happening at Cinfa, or do you have a different approach?
We are setting up our company in the first instance in a virtual setup. That means we are coordinating and managing different partners. However, through Informa, our parent company, we have access even to a biopharmaceutical CMO under the roof of our parent company. So we have access to development and manufacturing capacities even in the group of companies.
Right, okay, so this means that Cinfa Biotech is actually going to have its own pipeline of biosimilars.
Yes,
is that correct?
That is correct.
So could you sort of tell us what's in that pipeline? Which biologics, blockbuster biologics, are you targeting for biosimilar substitution?
Yes. Our first product candidate is a biosimilar to Neulasta, which is the pegfilgrastim.
Yeah.
It is used for oncology as a concomitant therapy for chemotherapy.
Right.
Specifically, it prevents neutropenia, or it can even cure neutropenia in chemotherapy patients. That product is now in advanced clinical development stages.
So by that, is that what, phase 2?
It is considered a PK/PD. You are not talking the classical phase 2, phase 3. You are always talking about equivalence trials, be it for pharmacokinetic equivalence or pharmacodynamic equivalence. You also have to look at safety. Immunogenicity is a big topic in biosimilars. So you are addressing all these questions in specifically tailored clinical trials. We have successfully finalized our first clinical trial where we could demonstrate a very good comparability of our product compared to the reference product Neulasta. And right now we are in the second clinical trial, which has been started recently.
And when do you anticipate getting a readout from that?
We expect it by next year.
And then what would the sort of development timeline in terms of then sort of seeking approvals for this product?
Yes. The ongoing clinical trial will be one of the pivotal clinical studies which will be relevant for the EMA submission, the dossier. And it is our plan to now prepare, with the results of the ongoing study, the dossier for the submission to the EMA, and to discuss the content and the format of the data package for the suitability in terms of the submission itself.
And when it comes to actually commercializing your biosimilar, I mean, what is the reach of, for example, Cinfa Biotech or its parent company? Or will you be looking for other companies to support you in the commercialization?
Biosimilars is a very global market, so you cannot look at this country by country. You have to look at the global picture here. So we are pursuing a hybrid approach for our commercialization. That means we will go through partners in the first instance to specific markets, and for other markets we are evaluating a direct entry in the market by ourselves. However, this will be a matter of time, so we will do that step by step and then see what is the most appropriate model. The markets are changing, especially for the biosimilars. The biosimilars market is evolving for the time being, so therefore there's dynamics in there, and we have to reflect that in terms of our strategy making.
So this is a partnering meeting that you hear. So are you looking for partners, commercialization partners for your portfolio, or are you actually looking also for opportunities that you can bring in-house?
We are doing both. We are mainly looking indeed for partners for the commercialization of our first product, but we are also, as mentioned, we are building a pipeline. We are also looking for in-licensing options.
And to what extent is your activity bankrolled by the parent company, or can you foresee a time when you might go out of the parent company to secure financings to underpin finance your efforts?
Cinfa Biotech was created as a new business unit of Infarco. So yes, we are legally an entity, a separate entity. However, we are part of the Infarco group of companies. So the intention is clearly to be under the roof of Infarco, under this experienced roof, and to become successful in this environment.
Right. Well, Ruediger, thank you very much for stopping by and sharing your story.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Cheers.
Thank you.